Welcome to Mental Models Daily, where we explore one mental model each day to help you elevate your daily decision-making. Today, we're diving into a fundamental psychological principle that shapes how we learn and respond to the world around us: conditioning, or Pavlovian association. Conditioning is a powerful mental model that explains how we learn to associate certain stimuli with specific responses. It's like a behind-the-scenes programmer of human behavior, silently shaping our reactions and habits in ways we often don't even recognize. The concept gets its name from Ivan Pavlov, a Russian physiologist who made a groundbreaking discovery in the late 19th century. While studying dog digestion, Pavlov noticed something remarkable. Initially, dogs would salivate when food was presented, but over time, they began to salivate simply when they heard the footsteps of the lab assistant who typically brought their food. Pavlov had uncovered a fundamental mechanism of learning. We can be trained to respond to a neutral stimulus as if it were the original stimulus. In his famous experiment, Pavlov rang a bell before feeding dogs. Eventually, the dogs would salivate at the sound of the bell alone, even when no food was present. This simple yet profound observation revealed how our brains create automatic associations between unrelated stimuli. In the modern business world, conditioning is everywhere. Consider how marketing teams use this principle. Companies deliberately create associations between their brands and positive emotions. Think about how certain jingles, logos, or sounds instantly trigger specific feelings or memories. For instance, the McDonald's jingle or the Apple startup sound. These are carefully crafted conditioning tools that create an immediate emotional response. So how can we apply Pavlovian conditioning in our daily lives? First, become aware of your own conditioned responses. Pay attention to your automatic reactions. Do certain sounds, smells, or situations trigger specific emotions or behaviors? Understanding these patterns can help you break unwanted cycles and create more intentional responses. It's like becoming the programmer of your own mental software. Secondly, use conditioning intentionally for personal development. You can create positive associations that support your goals. Want to build a habit of exercise? Pair it with something you enjoy, like listening to a favorite podcast or treating yourself to a special post-workout smoothie. Over time, your brain will associate exercise with pleasure rather than pain. Lastly, be mindful of the conditioning happening around you. From advertising to social media, we're constantly being conditioned by external stimuli. Develop a critical awareness of these influences. Ask yourself, am I responding this way because I genuinely want to, or because I've been conditioned to react? It's like putting on a pair of mental glasses that help you see the invisible strings of influence. In conclusion, Pavlovian conditioning reveals how deeply our behaviors are shaped by associations. By understanding this mental model, we can become more intentional about our responses, break unhelpful patterns, and even use conditioning as a tool for personal growth. Thank you for joining me today on Mental Models Daily. Until next time, may your associations be positive, your responses be intentional, and your mind be open to new ways of learning. For more mental models, please visit mentalmodelsdaily.com or find us on X or Instagram. Our podcast music was provided by thepodcasthost.com and Alitu, the podcast maker. Find your own free podcast music over at thepodcasthost.com/free music.